Hi, so today we will learn about taking antiderivatives. Antiderivatives. So what does it mean to take the antiderivative? Let's say a function, let's take a function fx equal to x squared. How do we take what does it mean to take the antiderivative of f or antiderivative of x squared? So it means we have a function y such that dy dx is equal to x squared. So the derivative of y is x squared, then the antiderivative of x squared is y. So we call such a function y the antiderivative of x squared, and we denote it like this: x squared dx. We'll talk later about why we denote it in this way. And this is also called an indefinite integral, and this is why these things are called like this will also be clear when we talk about definite integrals and other stuff. Okay, so let's try to find out what y would be. So we remember the power rule, and it's not, we can just guess that maybe y would be some power of x. Y would be some power of x times some constant. So let's say x to the n times a. So a and n are numbers. And then we know that dy dx, we can now use the power rule for derivatives to find dy dx. So it will be a, the constant, times the derivative of x to the n, which is n x to the n minus 1. Okay, so now what do we have? Now we know that this a n x to the n minus 1 is equal to x squared. So what does that mean? It means that n minus 1 is the same as 2, and also an should be equal to 1, because this is really 1 times x squared. So that gives us n minus 1 equals 2. I will change to blank, which means n equals 3, and then an equals 1. This would mean a times 3 is 1, and this gives us a is 1/3. 1/3, yes. Okay, let me circle these two things. So that means we can now look here, and we have already found our y. So y is equal to, it's a times x to the n, which is 1/3 times x cubed, or x cubed over 3. But this is not the final answer, because you could have something, y could be equal to something like x cubed over 3 plus 1. And then what is dy dx? dy y dx would be equal to, it will still be equal to x squared, because the derivative of x cubed is 3x squared divided by 3, and derivative of 1 is 0, so this is x squared. So x cubed over 3 plus 1 is also an antiderivative of x squared, so that means we can have many antiderivatives of the same function, but this happens only when we have a number here like 1, or it could be 2, or it could be 5, or any number. So we say that y is x cubed over 3 plus c. Okay. Where c is a constant, c equal to constant, c constant. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, this is the final answer. And again, we have to add a constant here. We have to add a constant here, c, so that because any once you found the antiderivative, which was this, you can add any number to it and still that will be an antiderivative. So you are actually giving many antiderivatives of x, or all possible antiderivatives of x, because any function of this form will have the derivative equal to x squared. So always add a constant. Yeah, or you will lose points unnecessarily. Okay, we'll continue in the next video.